In this lesson, we're going over the arc tool. That is right here, which is, if you've got a little scroll down menu, you've got arc, you got a 2-point arc, which the shortcut is set to A on that 2-point arc. You've got a 3-point arc, and then you've got like a pi arc, which I don't really use very often, but it is there. But let's just go ahead and try to show you everything about these um, line drawing tools. So here's arc, and what we're going to do is it brings up our protractor. Let's just get over here, and we're going to left click out, let's say 10 feet, enter, and then we can just go ahead and move our mouse to the next point and just hit enter. So that was 90 degrees, and that created a 90-degree arc. I don't really use that one as much when I'm drawing, but it can be useful to get things kind of situated the way you want it to be. You don't have to actually put in a measurement. I mean, you can just freehand draw this is all you want to do. Go all the way up here. You can see that there are some segments in here, and we'll talk about that here with some of these other tools, but let's just get into the next one, which would be 2-point arc. So you click once to start it, find your endpoint wherever you want it, click again, and then you just go ahead and move it out or up or down or whatever, which direction, left or right, whatever direction you're facing, to give yourself your bulge. So after we make that arc, I think the segments are it's too segmented essentially. We want to smooth that out a little bit. So I think there's a couple different ways to do that. We're going to left click and we're going to hit right click entity info. And we see here under entity info, we're doing it. We've got an arc place, but we've only got 12 segments. So what it is, it's counting 12 segments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If we change that number to, 36 segments, you can see that our line is becoming more, curved properly. I wouldn't go too high with that, because if you're doing seat walls with this, or, what can happen is you'll have like all these little tiny segments, and then it can be really hard and challenging to, erase all those lines if you're within a model. So definitely just keep it to, a regular number. I think standard, it starts off at 12, go as high as 36, go as high as 48, 60, I think sometimes I'll use, but really you don't need to go much more than that. This is usually pretty good for most situations. And it really depends on the bigger the line, but that 2-point essentially, yeah, let's try that again. So right now, when you first click on 2-point, it says sides right down here. So you can change that again too. So let's go 36. And that'll allow me to go ahead and create a 36-inch segmented arc. Not 36 segments right there. And that's right off the bat when you do it. So yeah, you can either go back and change it to 36, or you can do it before you actually activate the line here, the arc tool. So to delete out of that, let's go back to the next point. So we got 3-point arc. Again, I don't really use that too often, but really what you're doing, and I kind of made a demonstration here, you're just trying to find your middle line. So let's say we got our endpoint, middle line, or midpoint. Click left click, and actually we got to do it from another area. So our midpoint is here, and then we're going to find our 3rd point and click it there, and that gives us our nice arc. And that's how a 3-point arc would work. And then finally, the pi, which again, I don't really use it because it just seems to be, pointless for whatever I do. But yes, you can do it essentially like the first arc. Let's say you came out 10 feet, enter, roll up to a certain point. Maybe we'll do our angle right down here at the bottom right. You can see it. We'll do a 75-degree angle. And then it automatically closes everything and creates that face for you. So I'm curious actually to see if this did anything. So segments on this is 12. So again, we only have 12 segments on this. And I don't know if you can change that after the fact or not, but let's try it. So 36. Yeah, so it looks like it does change that. So yeah, when you do have that arc created, you can still change it afterwards, even though it's part of that face now. So that's how arcs work, and I think I'll end it there.